before the last one.
I know.
All right, well, welcome everybody to another episode of Beefmaster Stuff with Mike and Bennett. For those that don't know, I'm Mike and this is Bennett, and we're here with David Goodwin. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we congratulations on an awesome sale, man. It was looked like it did pretty well for you.
Yep.
Saw lots of interest. What was the high selling lot for you, or what do you want? Which one do you feel like did the best?
The high selling lot was the Daybreaks on that Pure Essence cow, which was
nice.
It was full genetic siblings to that heifer that sold at H bar for $70,000.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we didn't get to talk on that. I think that's one we skipped last week, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently it didn't matter anyways. All right. So I guess we can get right to it. We can start the wheel of misfortune.
Yeah.
Or fortune.
Yeah. This is just something I wanted to do to kind of show our appreciation for everybody who got on there and bid on stuff. And even if you didn't win any of the lots, you kind of get a chance to win something here.
Yeah, pretty cool opportunity. We don't have anybody on here, do we? Do we have something going wrong?
Yeah, I don't. It's not showing up on my Facebook that we're live.
All right, maybe. Hold on.
Just give us a second.
It says live on my thing here, but I don't know.
Go to your Facebook and see if you can pull it up.
Let me see.
I think it went YouTube, not Facebook Live. Edit. Oh, there we go. Save changes. All right, it is. All right, now we are live on Facebook.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I guess let's just it'll pop up. All right, let's just go ahead and we're not gonna play the intro again.
Now we're live.
Yeah, we are live now. So sorry, we are still working some technical difficulties out on live streaming from Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So there we go. We got 2 people on there now. We're getting it. We're getting it figured out now. So welcome everybody to another episode of Beefmaster Stuff with Mike and Bennett. For those that don't know, I'm Mike and this is Bennett, and we're here with David Goodwin. David just had a sale on Premier Livestock Auction. Just
an awesome sale.
Yeah, it went really well. It sold some pretty good frozen genetics. So welcome, Bryce. Good evening. Just in time, we are going to spin the wheel. So this is a first time live raffle that David has offered. It's pretty cool deal he's doing. So anybody that bid, every entry or every bid, it got you an entry on this wheel, and he's got some pretty cool prizes to win. And then this, I think what we're going to do is send us a shirt size, and we'll also send you a Beefmaster Marketplace shirt also. So let's just
win.
Yeah, first, second, third.
And me. You're going to send one to me too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Does David want a shirt?
Yeah. Well,
by the way, David,
we'll send your boys some clothes since they're running around naked. Yeah, we need to get that boy a shirt. Look, he's got a mustache. Don't have a shirt. Yeah. All right. So
go back inside.
Drum roll. Joy to the world. Remember that? That's before your time.
All right, now go back in. We're gonna see who wins.
Rodney Morgan.
Congratulations on winning. Let's see.
So what he won is the first thing. So he gets to pick out of all the embryos that were in my sale, he gets to pick one embryo up to 3. So he gets 3 embryos total, and then 1 embryo of a different mating out of the sale.
Oh, that's awesome.
That makes sense.
That does make sense.
And then he also gets some semen off of 50K.
And 2 straws of 5 straws of conventional 50K and 2 straws of Sex Gen Red 50K and a Beefmaster marketplace. So Rodney, why don't you send us your shirt sizes? All right, we're going to remove him. And move that entry, and we're going to hit it again. Let's see who is the big winner. Jesse
Villarreal.
Villarreal. I'm
Villarreal. That's how you say that, by the way.
Villarreal.
Villarreal.
Okay. I'll keep chopping it up. I've been messing it up. So second name, we'll get 5 straw package of conventional 50K semen, 2 straws of 50K semen.
Look at Chad. Chad said he was so close.
And then 5 straws of Goliath. And then we got the third name drawn. We'll get 5 conventional straws. Yeah, Chad was right there. All right, let's see. Greg Hendricks, congratulations. Yeah, that's so he's getting 5 straws of 50K. I'll be curious to see what he does with that.
He had that one 50K heifer selling his sale. I think she was lot 50 she sold back on one of his donor cows. She sold for 45,000, I believe.
45. Ooh. Yeah, that I had that Daybreak semen or Daybreak it was a bred heifer that John Summerford. And
they got him twice.
Oh man.
No, look, they got him twice.
Oh man, he was
right next to Chad again.
Chad, just tell me your shirt size. You at least get a shirt. I'm sorry that I can't do anything with the semen, but I can get you a shirt at least. So
that's like the hard luck award.
That you did get the hard luck award on that one for sure. So I guess we can start talking about this.
Well, David's got lots in the sale if he wants to stick around and talk about his. That's
I can stick around, maybe talk about it.
Yeah, are we going to miss any of these? All right. So let's see. Share screen.
I see it. Yep.
There we go. All right. I'll talk about this one because I'm a big fan of this cow. Now, this is a 5-year-old cow that's 6-year-old.
She'll be 6 in October.
But she's not 6 right now.
She's 5.5.
She is 5. 5.5, almost 6 years old, and she just weaned a calf, or she has a calf outside right now.
She is raising a Charolais heifer calf outside.
Yeah, really, really nice heifer, stout, and this is January, February calf, right? March calf. Yeah, really, really holding her condition really well, and I mean, you can't draw a better udder on a cow. I mean, lots of length, got a little muscle to her, so I'm a fan. But it's half interest, half embryo interest, and me and Bennett talked about this prior to this, and he is going to basically he's going to haul her to Transova, and then for 1 week she'll be your cow, and you can breed her to whatever you guys want.
So basically, we're going to go every other flush, every other IVF on the cow, and then conventional. If you wanted to run her conventional, you get her bought. You know, that's something we'll just have to schedule. It's just half embryo interest in her. We're not going to offer any more flushes on her. That's something that we've always done. Is every sale we've had, we've sold a flush on the sweet girl cow, and we've kind of, you know, the folks that have wanted one have gotten one, and now it's time to give somebody the opportunity to basically
do what you want with her,
buy in on the cow. I mean, she's the joke about her is she's kind of responsible for the vast majority of my net worth, what little there is. And I will say, when I decided I was going to do this, multiple people called me words that are probably not appropriate for.
We can say whatever we want. We can be R-rated. Just close your little baby ears.
The boys are inside, so.
The boys aren't there. We need to get what size shirts do your boys wear? I'll send them some clothes.
I'll ask her mama. I don't know.
Good answer.
No.
All right. So the next one, me and Bennett.
Okay,
So
so Mikey can't read is basically the problem here. So we're selling pick of some daybreak embryos. Okay, there are 3 Sweet Girl daybreak embryos, 3 Unicorn daybreak embryos. Unicorn is the heifer we sold a flush on at Houston that the Lissies bought. She's just she's a Sweet Girl Unico. So we have 3 of those. We have 3 Sweet Girl daybreaks. If you buy lot 1A, you can take the 3 Sweet Girl daybreaks, the 3 Sweet Girl unicorns, or you can double down and buy them both.
So
If
so
you
which
wanna
one
take
is
all
that?
6.
Is that 1B or 1C?
No, there's not.
Or they're just
no,
they're all 1A.
they're all 1A.
See, that's where it's confusing to me.
Yes, but when you start putting multiple, like, because if you do lot 1A and then lot 1B and they can't bid on 1B, it's confusing.
I guess I could see that.
That's all right. They can just buy the lot, and then after they buy the lot, they just say, "Hey, Bennett, I want this.
And
I want that."
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know of anybody who would buy unicorn daybreak embryos and not want the Sweet Girls, or vice versa. So
Yeah, we got Jerry Thomas. We're going to be helping. We're going to do a catalog review for him next weekend. So that we're really looking forward to that. And there's a lot of JT daybreaks in there.
back to back catalog reviews.
Staying busy. Lot of catalog reviews, but really good opportunity on the if you want to get on the JT daybreak and then you put that on top of the unicorn or Sweet Girl. I mean, that's pretty.
Is there a picture of unicorn on this slot or no?
No.
Do we have a picture of unicorn in the sale?
We got a picture of unicorn. Where
I don't think we do.
Nope.
No. Yep. Oh, well.
All right.
I will make sure to fix that tomorrow. We'll put a picture of unicorn on that. Lot 2.
Sweet Girl.
Well, that is Sweet Girl in her prime. Back when Bennett was a super stick. So lot 2 is very interesting, and it's more of an opportunity than a calf purchase. I have on the ground at the ranch in Victoria 4 bull calves that were born from March 31st to June 1 was the last one.
This is about a 60-day calving window.
Yep. And they were all supposed to be show heifers, and they all came out with the wrong parts.
So you got 4 shims that are not shims.
They weren't sexed embryos, but
gotcha.
they were matings made for show heifers. And from there, I looked at the 4 bulls and I was like, I can't decide which one of these I'm going to keep. So I
put them all for sale then?
Well, no, I'm going to let somebody pick for me, because you get possession and half semen interest in the pick of the Sweet Girl sons.
Oh, so if they get them collected in when he matures, then
we're partners on
partners on the bulls.
I'm not going to ask to walk the bull because I can't really walk a Sweet Girl son at my house. It doesn't work.
You can't walk one?
What can I breed him to? Every Sweet Girl son we've
everything's Sweet Girl.
Fun fact, every Sweet Girl son that we've ever had on the place has figured out how to breed Sweet Girl. So we don't keep any Sweet Girl sons on the place anymore.
Let's analyze this picture though. Let's see. We got Braden with his ex-girlfriend.
No, that's his wife now.
She's got blonde hair.
Her hair changes colors twice a month.
Last I saw her, she was blonde.
That's John Vomer, JKB Beefmasters. That's his daughter. That's Nelson's ex-girlfriend. There's Nelson, Chris,
the cows,
and yeah.
Yeah, and then you got Chris, and then look at this young stud right here.
Yeah, we all know the most impressive portion of that picture is the big red cow.
Definitely the big red cow. All right, so
lot 3. I love lot 3, and if y'all mess around, she's probably going to come live in Victoria. She's an Unico on an own daughter of the picture cow.
Oh yeah.
If you don't like the picture cow, we can't be friends.
So
David, what's your opinion on the picture cow?
I don't know. You gotta.
You got a picture of the picture cow?
Yeah.
What?
That's what I was thinking.
I can.
Your Beefmaster pedigrees need help.
I don't think I have anything with the picture cow in my pedigrees.
Well, David, this is your
This is
shot.
my opportunity.
Is that it right there?
No, it's Collier's. Just go to Collier's.
Collier Farms.
Yeah.
I'm learning something. Also.
Have you never seen the picture cow?
I've seen the picture cow. I've heard the name a bunch.
I heard the name a bunch for sure.
Go to females.
Females.
She should be not Madam Secretary. Just keep scrolling over. So it's not Vivid, not Diamond, not Infinite.
They don't have a picture of the
They
picture
don't have
cow.
the picture of the picture cow? Are you serious?
Ooh,
What's wrong? It's the picture cow.
The picture cow. Apparently, they don't. Picture cow.
Go to strategy. Strategy's got to have a picture of the picture cow.
Strategy. Hold on. I'll go on Facebook. Strategy. Oh no. Oh, we can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I can't.
I was waiting for him to figure that one out.
He did it on purpose.
I did it on purpose. It's pretty funny.
It's really not.
Huh?
Is Marketplace blocked on it too?
Oh, Beefmaster Marketplace. That's all blocked from it. Are you not blocked from it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Kind of funny.
Well, we were trying to highlight the
All
picture
right,
cow.
well-
I love the picture cow. I'll make sure to add a picture of the picture cow to that lot
Once you find it.
if I find it.
Yeah.
But that cow is awesome. The heifer is super kid broke.
John says Kirk should have a picture of the picture cow.
She's polled.
Kirk Summer should have a photo of the picture cow.
I'm certain of it. But anyways, you don't need to see the picture cow because lot 3 is right there, and she is.
The picture cow it's hard to find a picture of the picture cow.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty funny. All right, so
Just keep on going.
you want me to
4
comment on this one?
Lot 4 is a pretty boy out of a WR cow. She is skinny. She is green like a baby calf should be. She's broke to tie. Would make an awesome first show heifer for a kid.
She's just gentle. Is she polled?
Yes, she is
Straight polled. Oh man.
She is straight polled.
Straight polled.
And so you're getting she's double bred Lissy because her mama's a Pinnacle and her daddy is a Mansion was a double bred. Her COI has got to be ridiculously high. Her grandsire would be Lissy's Mansion.
And he's a pinnacle too, isn't he?
A what?
Pinnacle. I know it's a pinnacle, but I call it pinnacle.
He's double bred Pinnacle, and then this heifer's mama would be a baby Lisa Pinnacle.
It's got some cool lines to her.
I mean, she just needs
green.
She just needs some time on feed.
Needs a little bit of little bit of love.
And she was not a extremely willing participant in picture day.
Oh, but she's gentle though. Kid safe.
Yeah, she's gentle. Like we can mess with her and stuff. When we got her off by herself, she was not a gigantic fan.
All right, and then
okay, so everybody can hate on my paint cow.
The cow's built good though. The cow looks good.
It's hate on Vinny's paint cow day.
It's a Holstein that looks like a Beefmaster. That's what it looks like.
Hey, but you know what?
I mean, you pick her apart. I mean, she's got a lot of bone, but man, that color is just.
She's polled. She's polled.
Straight polled. Hey, we both got
Nice.
polled cows.
Bryce,
nobody asked.
Hey,
you
Bryce
or Edward.
Bryce, this is your lot. flush the paint cow. I've been trying to get you to do it for 3 years.
I've seen her in person, and she's pretty impressive cow.
No,
although I it was hard to look as I was vomiting next to Bennett's trailer the other day.
Big bone. She's built right. She's nice. I mean, I would prefer if she was solid red, but
hey, but y'all know what?
nice.
Y'all know when she keels over and dies one day, and
She'd make a sweet
her
rug.
rug on my living room floor, y'all are
There you
all
go.
gonna be jealous.
It would be a pretty
I would
rug.
be jealous. That's the
Yeah.
only thing that she's going to be good. I mean, if you're going for show heifers, I mean, this one is built like, I mean, she's built like a brick
I mean,
shit house. I
yeah,
mean, she's stout
No, and
and cold.
and she did really well as a show heifer. I got her bought, and then I got her bought before I knew what Sweet Girl was capable of.
All right.
So she is very underutilized.
All right, we might need to reload. Oh man, I wish you could refresh it and she'd come back solid red. I really want those embryos.
You suck.
Ooh, some Juno. I'm a fan of Juno.
So, if you're not a fan of Juno, I really want to know why.
And that is a Blake daughter, isn't he?
That
Isn't
is
she?
so. That is a Sweet Girl Blake. Juno won the State Fair of Texas this past year. Her first calves are coming October of this year. There will actually be a Juno Hall of Fame in that calf crop. So there's a Juno
Hall of Fame. Let's check out Hall of Fame. I mean, for those that are wondering, I think this is the direction the breed is going, is bulls that look like this. And he is homozygous polled, homozygous red, if I'm not mistaken. He's standing for H-bar and swinging B, and I believe Next Gen is using them also.
You would know more about that than me. I know that's
I know that's a nice bull, though.
I know that's Mackey's bull. I believe the story was Mackey and Greg got in a fight over him, and then they just decided to split the bull.
Split bull. Which bull would you take? I'll take the back half. You can have the front half.
I think the back half makes more money, but I could be wrong.
That's for sure.
The back half.
I think you got to split him left and right. You want the left nut or the right one?
The left nut.
I always think the heifers come out of the left one, but it's just me.
All right.
I'm not done yet, buddy.
So there's 3 of those. Then there's 3 sexed female Kid Dynamite Junos.
Kid Dynamite. We got a picture of Kid Dynamite.
Yeah, Kid Dynamite's just a national champion.
It's a
So
Tassin bull, very attractive black bull.
all my calves out of Kid Dynamite have been polled.
What color are they? Black or
They're
red?
I've had some black ones, I've had some red ones, I've had a paint,
Oh,
but it was out of the paint.
well, I mean that's to be expected.
One of the
That's because you're not right. Thank you, Daniel. Tell them.
That's
Not everybody should have a paint cow. If you want paints, we can start doing Holsteins.
I think it was about my left.
Hey. Can you
All
go
right.
inside? Don't slam that door, Winston.
Bam.
He's over there just slamming the door.
No, these should be polled.
I mean that you gotta appreciate that top line and that hip. I mean that's just a very impressive
It's
bull.
no, and I think they complement each other very well. I mean, it's going to basically be Juno squared. So, and then that's but you're getting Tassin, Skags, and then from the Skags you're getting Ellis's, and from the Tassins you're getting Ellis's. Like all your big show stuff is wrapped up into this mating.
This is the grand slam of show pedigree, really.
No, and
wrapped up in that.
And then I'm just going to give everybody the heads up. Either Bennett's really bad at embryo transfer, or there's going to be a lot of those coming.
All right, we can appreciate this. So this is Sweet Girl, her 2-year-old year. She's a bred heifer in this.
Yes, she's a bred heifer.
Bred heifer in this.
She was,
same picture. I mean,
she wasn't 2 yet.
it still has the perfect udder structure you can put on one, and just I mean still stayed fleshy in that good old Victoria Bahia grass, which is pretty weak. It's real similar to Florida grass.
I'm gonna be honest though, homegirl was in fact eating a bag of feed today.
In this picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now her mature cow picture, she has not seen feed in a long time.
Yeah, but she was able to reach her genetic potential at 50 pounds a day. But that's what it takes. I mean, if you want to play, you gotta pay to play.
No, awesome. Those are Mavericks on Sweet Girl. They'd be full siblings to the Mark Cuban bull. So this bull comes out, the Sweet Girl Maverick. It was reverse sort, supposed to be heifer, and he comes out, and I'm like, "You're a cool little dude." And so we just started, the Mavericks. So we named him Mark Cuban. It was really fun. He's got all those Sweet Girl bulls have a ridiculous amount of personality as baby calves.
Josh Brown, we're focusing on cattle. We're not talking about the car and David. Let's inspect this. What do we got back here?
1929 5-window coupe.
Oh, that's the one you've been working on.
Yeah, I just got it back.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be driving that to Texas so we can see.
No.
We're just going to have to go to Florida to visit. I'm going to be in Florida in September. So
anytime anyone wants to come out, just let me know.
No. And so, guys, these are
your favorites.
These embryos.
These would be the ones that I'm going to bid on.
Probably so. And this is
Maverick. He's like the Brahma, your base. I mean, it's your reset is what I've talked to Lauren several times about Maverick. And then if he feels like he's gone too far one direction, Maverick's like pretty much a reset for them, at least the Beefmaster. So, I mean, if
you're a guy like Mikey and you think I went way overboard making Sweet Girl as cool as one can be, Maverick's a great reset.
I mean, I wouldn't say you went too crazy on the
when she was a calf, you called her a giraffe, and not in a good way.
That sounds like me.
So like that's her front end, like on full show feed and like being stout shoulder and all that. I've got a picture of her in the backyard. Her front end is wild.
Oh, I'm good talking cars or cows. My family owned a junkyard when I was a kid. My dad and I restored a couple trucks. I have an antique Jeep Cherokee that it doesn't get driven much.
It's a very interesting machine.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Now we're going to get into some of our consignor lots.
Ooh.
Our consignors really make the sale. It's all guys that have either been really good friends of mine, spent some money with us, done some great things. Just guys that we're really proud to mark our cattle with. If you don't like this one, we can't be friends. This is one of the dumbest decisions of Bennett's life, was selling this heifer at 60 days old to the little girl that is holding onto the halter.
That's a nice.
Say no to her though. If she wanted that cow, you can't say no to her.
She did want that cow.
Look how cute she is. You can't say no to that. All right, I have a question for you. Is that a paint?
That is a paint.
I would.
That's paint.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I think
for sure.
We call her the paint. She's paint.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of it. What's the other side look like?
The same color.
All right, so they went back with headliner on this one.
So
that's headliner, right? Yeah.
Don't do the pedigree prediction on this one. You'll call me absolutely insane because there's headliner all over this other cow, all over 4592's pedigree. But when we were doing the math on what she needed, headliner stuck out big time. We made some of those. I put some of those in.
Now, I know what you're thinking. I mean, what's so impressive about this bull? I mean, look at what he produced. One of my favorite bulls of all time is Bet on Bubba. I've seen him in person. I've seen him as a 2-year-old, or I saw him as a yearling. I saw him as a 2-year-old. I just saw him as a 10-year-old.
Do you think Jonathan's watching?
Tipton?
Because I have a
he might be a jiu-jitsu tonight.
I have a
he just
wonderful.
He just got his second belt.
I have a
second
wonderful
stripe.
Jonathan Tipton memo about this animal.
Jonathan Tipton.
This.
We need to go back to
this heifer's mother is a streamliner.
Oh, I know streamliner.
This heifer's mother is a streamliner.
So streamliner is a headliner's son.
Yes.
So I mean, it's not. It's line breeding if it works, and it's inbreeding if it doesn't work.
So, yep. And this heifer is an amazing britches on a streamliner daughter.
Streamliner, he was freaky fronted.
Yep. And
he was so pieced together. Like you love his hip. You love his shoulders. You love his ribs. You love his length, but all together it just doesn't match.
I have so many streamliner daughters at the house. It's not even funny.
So Josh Brown, that's one thing I don't think consigners get the recognition they deserve in some sales. A lot of production sales wouldn't happen without divorced consigners. That's true. I mean, I think.
Well, Josh, I'm gonna just put it to the world like this: if these guys are here because I invited them, because I like them, because they've got stuff that I like, and they're folks that have.
You try to support people that support you.
Well,
yeah.
You know, but like JW has.
That's Hit Cattle Company, right?
Hit Ranch. We're partners on Unicorn together. That's the man that owns the other half of Unicorn. Spoiler alert to the world that didn't know. We own Pretty Boy together. We own
Pretty Boy. Oh, we got some from
together.
From our own Circle WL, Philip Walther.
Bubba on Sinful Knockout. We were just praising Bubba.
Yeah.
Here's you some Bubba embryos.
Pick him apart. I mean, that bull looks better in person. As impressive as this picture is, he is better in person.
He aged
and better at 10 years old. I mean, he was just an impressive specimen. I mean, if that's not the testament of the Emmons, the longevity of the Emmons program, I mean, I don't know what is. I mean, he's 10, 11 years old. I mean, has thousands of calves, and he's still out there breeding cows. I mean, they just pulled him off of cows. I think they had him with 15 or so that they're still breeding. Mm-hmm. So still using the bull. And I mean, I walked him around, even though I didn't necessarily have permission to, but I moved him around, and I mean, he's still sound as a cat.
I mean, it's just Mikey was harassing this poor old man.
Bet on Bubba?
Yes.
I wanted to check him out. And then this 2G Sinful Knockout.
Yes. So
this is from Goose. Goose. So I guess they bought him. A little furry. They've sold a lot of these embryos.
I'm gonna double check that pedigree before I go to line people.
2G.
Yep.
Sinful Knockout. 2G Sinful Knockout, yeah.
No, and that she's done awesome things for Circle WL, and we've seen Bubba Sinfuls do really well. We've seen him hit the show ring in Louisiana and get after it. And I mean, it's just if you don't like Philip, Ken, and Cheryl.
You need to get your head checked because
they're just
Philip is he's a saint in my book. He's a good man.
Awesome folks. And then they do the same thing here.
Bubba Tough. That's another one.
The day they bought Bubba Tough was a rough day for me because it was the day that I didn't get Bubba Tough bought.
Bubba Tough.
No, but I actually got the last laugh on Bubba Tough. Do you know why?
Why is that? Because you were selling embryos at him?
No, because Emmy's folks bought Bubba Tough. So Bubba Tough lives in Ledbetter, Texas, at Emmy's house. So I get to use him when I want to. And so it might be 5 or 6 years after the fact, but Bubba Tough cost me nothing.
Always nice.
Yeah, that I like doing that. I like making out like that. Ooh.
So y'all don't worry about. So there's two lots in the sale that There's 3 lots in the sale. Y'all don't get to worry about. This is one of them from Lane Bodie. The Malibu cow is their elite donor, and we get to call her elite.
I'd call her elite.
So,
look how wide.
She looks pretty nice.
We've all talked about the Malibu Vice Bull.
Yeah, that's a cool bull.
The Malibu Vice Bull is Hollywood on this cow. These are Johnny Cash's on this cow.
And for those that like that bull is the blaze face too, isn't he?
No, he's just done.
Done. Thought he was a blaze face too. I guess not though. Very cool bull. Cool cow. I mean, that's what are the embryos out of?
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash is one of those bulls.
Just he's timeless.
He can still make the great ones. That Corey cow that Doug McCollum, Maddox McCollum campaigned and won a whole bunch with, those were Johnny Cash's.
Do you know who any of those people were that he just mentioned?
Me?
Yeah, I have no idea who any of those cows are. Or those people.
Show stuff?
Yes, these are sexed female as well.
Sexed females, Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
I know the Skags are still using Johnny Cash.
And that's a WR cow of Lane's.
Yeah, that's a WR cow. So Skags know what to put on what.
Yeah, no. And I just love I love to see Dr. Love in pedigrees because I never saw it in the bull himself, but his calves, like the bulls changed.
Who spell checked this?
Lane wrote this.
Well, why don't you spell check it for him?
What did he misspell?
Hey, when you get to mine, don't be calling me out if I misspelled anything.
I'm terrible at spelling. If it wasn't for spell check or Chat GPT, you'd think.
I usually have my wife.
Oh, we used the wrong weather. My bad, everybody.
Weather, campion, show heifer. I don't know what that is. But Lane's good at cattle stuff. He's not good at writing, so
we don't.
We're not going to pick on him for.
We listen and we don't judge.
There you go.
Flame with fire. Ooh, this is a cool one. Now this is for those that haven't been around very long. ANS is Steve Anderson, and Steve Anderson was a fun dude that is no longer with us. But he is leaving his legacy with just some really nice cows that have done really well for people. I mean, that cow is just long, long, long.
No, I mean, it's length and look and design, and that was Priscilla's first Beefmaster heifer.
Now, is this a paint?
That's a paint.
I would call that model underline. All of that together, and then
that's separate. So you see how the white is separate above the flank? There's a white dot above.
It's above the drip line.
That's but it's not continuous. It's separate. There's black between it. Makes her paint.
Easy on the spelling. I was going 20 miles. Don't spray and spell at the same time. Let's get a vote on this. Is this a paint cow or?
That's a paint cow.
I'm calling a model underline.
Okay, well,
just because I had a calf.
You can be wrong.
I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. All right, what do we got it on?
Playing with fire. Everything that wins is a playing with fire. Pretty much the vast majority of things. Playing with fire is a ring of fire, Elizabeth.
You're gonna have to help me with this bull.
The calves are amazing.
Calves are good.
The calves are amazing.
So he outproduces.
Good things about his calves.
All right. Well, let's go look at the cow again. All right. We'll go on the next. Ooh, there we go.
This is the other lot that y'all just need to forget about because Bennett wants his Minerva Blakes. David, you can basically make Minerva Blakes.
Yeah.
I think you've already done it.
Yeah.
The model underline, black with white underline, paint. So the show people are calling them a paint, and then all the commercial guys are calling it modeled underline.
Yes, because they're worth more as paints to us. You gotta get it straight.
All right, fair enough. Ooh. But I mean, this cow is just. I mean, you want bone thickness, easy fleshing, and then on top of that, you got Blake. I mean, Blake, I saw him and I was just impressed with him as I was when I saw Bet on Bubba for the first time. And I made a special trip at 11 o'clock at night. I think it was with Steve Anderson as a yearling. 24, no, it was the year after. So who was with me? I think it might have been Chris Ford.
I don't know. Blake Good. I use him. I've used him.
I've used him.
The most embryos I've ever transferred out of a single cow.
Blake.
No, have been out of a Blake daughter.
Interesting.
So, I've transferred more embryos out of Juno than I have Sweet Girl at this point.
Philip, he missed talking about your lots. We said good things about you. We just talked about, Philip's not a very nice guy, and
Yeah, we just
trashed Philip, trashed him. But that is, I mean, pick him apart. Like I would say, my only complaint is the whitetail switch. Does that matter? Is that
my
excessive?
My nitpick on him is he has a little chest, but I think being a bull that's as big as he is, you can get away with it.
A little chest, like his chest floors?
No, he's got a little like extra chest.
I mean, he looks like a Beefmaster.
Sure, Mikey, you can say that.
Didn't you sell a couple? So these embryos sold at the convention for $1,400, and they went to FMC, the infamous FMC. I mean, they saw the value in that, and I know that Derek has used Blake and Flushing also.
The person that's going to buy these embryos rhymes with FMC. ME.
I don't know if those ones that sold were reverse sorted sex, though. I think they were.
No, I don't think they were either.
Yeah. So, I mean.
Oh, yeah, they were Blake, reverse sort, Heifer, and Minerva.
Were they sex at convention?
I think so.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Were mine that I bought? I don't remember if mine were sexed either.
So, for those that don't know, Minerva is a full sibling
to Tank.
And Tank is probably he's pretty popular bull at the Beef on Forge program, and I mean easy fleshing, just thick. They make bulls. 898. I mean, how many calves have we seen out of 898, which is a Tank son? So
no, and I want these embryos not just because I think they're going to be really good, and make show efforts and do the things they're supposed to. I just need to own me a piece of the Minerva cow before it's all over.
Yeah, because I think the legacy is going to live on because you got David. He's got a Minerva clone. Minerva, you drove past her. She's out in the pasture across the road.
I've driven Minerva multiple places, multiple times.
Yeah, and she is
Junior. It's going amazing. If we were any better, we couldn't stand
it. Junior, you were real close to winning something. Or did he win something?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't win anything.
On the wheel, no.
No. All right, so then we got Red Rider and Lissy 110 over 674 embryos. So these are from David Goodwin.
So if you don't know who Red Rider is, Red Rider would be Hollywood's daddy.
Hollywood's daddy and an extremely high IMF bull.
Really?
Yeah, very good IMF.
I didn't dig into that. Redliner, is that Riding Dirty's dad as well?
I'm not sure.
See, for those
he's cold, ain't he?
We got these really nice bulls that are very prolific and everything else like that. And do your diligence and try to get a good picture of them.
If anybody has a good picture of Red Rider, we'd love it. This is what we got.
This is what we got. I mean, that's a meat wagon right there.
But you know what I think's amazing? They sold so much semen on them without a good picture.
Headliner sire 2.
Yep. Bryce, you're right. You're winning trivia tonight.
Winning trivia. All right. So we got. So those are just conventional embryos, not sexed.
I think, are they IVF or conventional embryos?
They're IVF. They're IVF.
So there's a lot of performances. Those enforcer daughters, I've fed a lot of enforcers, and they grow, and their performance is just downright impressive. And then you're going to have Red Rider on top of that. Do you have any of those embryos on the ground, David?
She raised a, I do not have any of these embryos on the ground. She raised a heck of a 50K calf that sold at Houston last year.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Bryce,
her.
I'm going to, Bryce.
She's right there in the corner.
What?
Did I lose you? She was in the corner in Houston.
Yeah, she was in that corner pin in Houston.
First corner pin.
Yep.
Yeah, she was really cool.
She's just very good.
Bryce, you get
I got a prize for Bryce, and I got a prize for everybody.
Bryce, what size shirt do you wear? We'll send him a shirt too.
I got another prize for Bryce.
Oh, what?
He's gonna get a really fun piece of information that I don't know if I was gonna give out or not.
Oh, well, now you gotta say it. You're live on Facebook.
Lot 1, the contending bidder on lot 1 gets one hell of a consolation prize.
Are we gonna do a wheel? Jesse did win it. Oh no, Junior didn't win it. Jesse won something. All right, so now we got some Sext Lissy 108 over 954, which is 50K. Why don't you just put 50K? Did you not make it official?
Can we not rename the bull, David?
Well, so we did. So the bull, where it went up in Kentucky, everybody up in Kentucky knows him as Gin Red 1. So, and everybody in Texas and us know him as 50K. So in the system, he is renamed. It's Lissy Gin Red 1, and in quotation marks 50K is how it's in the system.
Oh man, that sounds like lot 1A all over again.
No. I just wanted to keep everybody, the people out there that knows the bull, the people over there know. I want everybody to know it's the same bull.
Okay. Pure Essence, which is a full sib to Pure Pleasure, right?
No, the Pure Essence cow is a full sibling to Boss Lady, and
yes, who is a Pure Pleasure enforcer. So Pure Essence is an enforcer, Pure Pleasure. And these embryos would be full sibs to the heifer that Greg sold for buku's money.
No. So this is custom made.
They didn't sell a 50K Boss Lady.
No, they sold a Daybreak Boss Lady.
Yes, my bad. My math is wrong. Don't listen to Bennett.
All right, so this
I had embryos though in my cell that were that.
Yeah, I saw this picture before.
Yeah, on that Pure Essence cow.
Josh is correct. Red Rider will, in fact, make up some really funky colored
2XL. So remind me to give you a 2XL. Because you can see Bryce, the national show.
I'll see Bryce when I see Bryce.
All right. So that is it.
Those embryos there, I just posted a video of some heifers in my yearling pasture the other day. And the heifer at the end of the video here, I think I have a picture, is the full genetic sibling to these.
Oh, so you're just going to your Facebook.
I'm gonna go to the Facebook. Goodwin Beefmasters on Goodwin or yours?
It's on both probably.
Is it the Black Bull?
Who ended up with the semen on the Black Bull, David?
I'd have to go back and look.
Are you going to let me buy one unit of it at $100?
Don't give them nothing for free.
Yeah, you could buy one unit at $100. That's fine.
Another amazing opportunity. I think that is it right there.
July 11th, you posted it, David?
I just posted it. I don't know. It was here. I can pull it up.
Are you on the Ranger video?
It would be that video. So that heifer to your right side right there.
That one
right there. So that heifer is full genetic siblings to those embryos.
Oh, so this is what you're gonna get.
So buy the embryo.
So buy the embryos. I mean that's pretty cool right there.
Yeah, if you press play, I'll drive around the whole side of her, but froze up on my end.
Look at
she'll work.
She's gonna work. Oh yeah, look at that thickness right there. I like that. All right.
And then I want to share one more thing before we move on.
All right, let me get where we're going. Where are we going?
So this is.
Do I need to share screen again?
No. Oh, this. Yep.
All right, share.
Go all the way back up to the top. this might not be a sale website that y'all are just the sale website. This is might not be a website y'all are familiar with using. It's Show Circuit Online Sales. Really easy to get registered, really easy to get signed up. Dos Torres is my sale rep. He's an awesome dude. He'll help you out if you need anything. If you have any trouble getting logged on Tuesday to bid, call me. Call Mike. Call Dos. Call somebody. We'll help you get set up.
It's pretty easy. I was able to do it if I can do it, anybody can do it. So we got some comments. We need Bennett and that JBBA auction T-shirt. Did we ever get that shirt?
Ooh, it's actually so.
Do you have it?
No, I've been trying to get Edward to come get this cooler. It's in the cooler.
Oh, so Edward, we need to get that so we can do that.
Yes. So next week I will wear the T-shirt.
All right. So and then Junior, we are going to SEBA. Whoop whoop. It's gonna be fun. So if you guys need anything hauled out that way or hauled back, if you're interested in the lots, just please let us know, and we will gladly help you with it.
Yeah, and you can let me know too, because I'm coming from Florida. I got some heifers selling on that sale, so I'll have a trailer going up.
You have a trailer heading south also?
Yep.
Awesome.
So, thank y'all for that. Thank you for everybody listening to that. It's
see you there. Oh, we're gonna have Josh Bronson. We might have to have a live
from SEBA.
From SEBA. I think that's kind of due. So we wanted to talk about JBBA a little bit. We had a couple things on there. Let me text Jared. Jared is going to get on. So Jared Stricklin, he is one of our board of directors. So just remember, please be respectful. If there's anything ugly said about anything going on right now, they will be removed from the live feed and group. So let's keep it respectful. We're just basically gonna talk about how our association set up. Let's see.
And remind everybody that you do have a voice in this deal, whether you use it or not. It's a different subject.
Yeah, everybody has a voice. I mean, complaining on Facebook is not the way to do it. You join a committee. There's lots of committees. We're staff and leadership. So we're gonna go. Do we got Jared yet? Did we text them? Come on.
David, are you staying on for this panel?
You can stay on. We're just gonna talk about the. Here we go. We got Jared coming.
Hey, Jared.
Hey, Jared. How's it going?
Hey, man. How are y'all?
Oh, no complaints. We're just Bennett's teaching us some things.
Well, I'm sure he's got a lot to say.
That's right. It would be really boring if he didn't. All right. So I wanted to talk about our BBU staff. I mean, we got a really, really good staff right now. For those that don't know, Dr. Lance Bauer, I mean, he's just done an outstanding job, very progressive, and he's just we need to keep him happy and keep him rolling.
And the other thing I want to remind people about Lance, how long has Lance been with the association?
As long as I've been here, so 13, 14 years.
Lance has more experience with Beefmaster cattle, with the Beefmaster breed as a whole,
than anybody.
Than a lot of folks especially a lot of the folks that want to get on and complain.
Well, that's something Bennett. You know, I like that you're mentioning that, because you got to think a lot of the EVPs that we've had in the past have come in either from another breed, or we hired them from a university or things like that. But Lance is kind of
he's our own.
Lance is our
he's built his career up through through Beefmasters. So let's give it. I mean, he's good. We're lucky to have him.
It's one of those deals. Lance is a product of BBU, and
his wife is a show people. He's show person.
Yes, his wife's from Yoakum.
Yeah, I know her. I met her. In Houston. Yeah, in Houston. So Kim Smith, I've never met Kim or had any dealings with him. I don't get any bookkeeping or payroll from him.
She's a new hire. She took over for Kelsey this past month. So
Kelsey went on to greener pastures. Unfortunately, she was kind of coming on her own. So we wish her the best of luck at her new job. I think her new job is her old job, if I'm not mistaken. And then we got Hannah Nixon, and she's just doing an outstanding job.
If y'all haven't had any communications with Hannah,
oh, she's a treat.
Well, one, you need to, because it all, for me, it started at convention when she put on that awesome seminar about social media presence and all that.
Yeah, she really knows her stuff.
If you missed that, I'm sorry for you, because it was awesome. We did an e-blast for the sale and did a Facebook post, and she got all that stuff made and set up for us, made it really easy.
Very, very easy to deal with. I mean, and then you have AJ. AJ, anytime you call the office and you need anything done, you call AJ and she gets it done. She might ask you to send an email for it, but she gets it done. I mean, we need to keep her, put it in writing. And she's just trying to connect her T's. And I believe that she was in the hospitality in her previous job. So she is very, very detailed oriented, and she likes it in writing. So we know we need that. So, and then Kylie, I don't really know Kylie.
So Kylie was my TA, my short stint at Sam Houston State University. She was
a TA for one of your classes?
My animal science lab. She taught my animal science lab.
So she's director of youth programs. Yeah, AJ's been so helpful for us. She's top notch. So then we got Sierra.
Sierra is extremely good at her job for one specific reason.
She's the patience
she
has is just impressive.
When you have to talk to the DNA coordinator, it's never for a good reason.
Yeah,
has it ever been for a good reason you've had to talk to her in the office?
It's always because I have a problem.
It's always because there's a problem.
And it's most of the time it's because I
mess something up, or I swear that cow is out of who I say she's out of.
I saw it come out of it.
I've seen it with my two eyes.
And most of the time it is when there's a problem that was on my end, like swapping DNA samples. I mean,
but she
keeps it straight going.
She's literally had to deal with it all and does it with an amazing attitude, a smile on her face. If y'all can't tell, so Emmy goes to school at A&M. So I go up there, and while I'm waiting for her to get out of class, I just bother everybody at the office, and I spend way too much time up there.
Yeah, and then Amber C. I mean, she's pretty awesome. If you went to the committee meetings, yeah, she's pretty well rounded at everything. So if you have any issues, call Amber; she'll get it done. And then we got John, which my mom always told me, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say anything.
I have something good to say.
I have a lot of good to say about John. John is awesome.
So
good sense of humor too.
Back when I was on the JBBA board,
yep,
I guess I was like 16. They sent me, Lance, and John to Next Gen.
Interesting. All right, so we got leadership, board of directors. We got, of course, Trey Scherer. And then keep in mind, these are volunteer positions. These guys don't make any money. They don't get paid. They take their time out of their busy schedules and volunteer to help run our association. Jared also is a board of director.
I can agree with that. I haven't received my paycheck yet.
Yeah, and I mean, how much does it cost? You got you have the summer meetings, which I mean, I'm sure that's a $1,500 weekend easily. You work with.
We usually have, as a board of director, we have 3 to 4 in-person meetings, and I've been on here for 3 years, and we haven't had one in Tennessee yet. So it's travel every time, and man, it adds up. You're going to spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a year being a board of director just in travel. Yeah.
So, if you have negative comments, just remember that these people are volunteering. Not only volunteering, they're paying $3,000 to $4,000 to do this position and do the job. So keep that in mind when, which I think the comments have pretty much died down or I'm just ignoring them at that point. But you know,
I don't know. There's
some things that I think they're gonna amend some things possibly or discuss that in the near future. But you know, nothing with an association happens overnight. A lot of these decisions, I mean, I was aware that there was going to be a decision made for months. I mean, that's why even on this show we've been talking about whole herd reporting for months, and then on your guys' podcast, you guys were talking about it.
Yeah, we've talked about, had Lance on. We've talked about it pretty much since we started the podcast. So, you know, we wanted to incentivize and get folks moving towards it. So,
yeah, absolutely. And then we got Mike Moss. He's going to be, I think it's official. He's going to be the next sitting president as of October, I believe, when Trey's term is up. And then we got Clark. I mean, if you don't know Clark, you know, you need to get out and travel some, because Clark he volunteers. He doesn't. It's not about the money. He loves Beefmaster cattle. He wants it to succeed past his time. So, and then we got Ray Walther. I don't know how he deals with with all the stuff.
I do not envy that task right there at all.
That is the worst job, and he doesn't get paid for it.
No, and he literally saved it.
Yeah, we were
in a bind.
we were in a bind because of some issues, and but they are now taken care of, and we're heading in the right direction with the staff that we got. So it's really positive. Then we got Derek Thompson with Next Gen Cattle, which, I mean, you know, if you have a problem with him, I mean, they are an asset to the breed, in my opinion. I mean, they sell more commercial bulls than any other entity. I mean, they sell what 300 or 400 bulls twice a year. Huge feedlot. I mean, they are in the cattle industry. So we have, let's see, this is board of directors. Who else do we got? We got Judy Long from Beeville. L2, if you haven't been paying attention. We got Bill Wilson, Jared Stricklin, John Evangelo, Ruben Gutierrez, Lauren Lissy, Charlie Bradbury, Chris Chick, Clay Howell, Randy Mason, Leon Anderson, and Rick Stonecipher. So it's a pretty well-rounded board of directors, if you ask me. I mean, there's a little bit of from everywhere.
And I feel like to me, it's a very progressive board. They want to better the breed and move us forward. And the status quo, obviously, as you say about some of the decisions in the last year or two, was not really where we wanted to be.
No, and we're trying to move it in the right direction. And then if you really have a strong opinion, please join a committee. There's a committee form, you view committee form. They send it out with your membership stuff every year, and you can volunteer for any committee. You can ask to be on multiple committees. I think there's several people that are on 3 or 4 different committees. So we have, you know, our association set up. They have advertising and public relations, JBBA adult, bylaws, commercial marketing, ethics, finance and audit, seed stock marketing, breed improvement, long-range planning, international convention membership, and where's commercial marketing? There it is. Did I say commercial marketing?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So, you know, and all these committees are made up of our peers. I mean, everybody. I mean, you look at the advertising and public relationships. Alyssa Lissy. I mean, she is the best. I think, Jared, you were on this committee also. This is from a couple years ago. It was seed stock marketing. They made basically like a Bible or a path to success for you know, for a program, basically. If you're going to consign your animals to satellite sales,
I mean, it was like a multi-year plan.
Multi-year plan, and SEBA has put it to effective, I believe, and just some really good guidelines, really good tips to follow to make sure that you're successful at a satellite sale. So all these guys, our board of directors, are all nominated by the different satellites.
Yeah, and that's to for one, just one more minute before we go back or forward. But like, if you do want to be on a committee, the sign up period starts around convention time through the end of the year. So that's coming up sooner rather than later. So if you're thinking about doing it, as soon as that period opens up, go ahead and sign up for which ones you want to be at. And, they'll sort through them and things like that. But
yeah, and you can call any of these people and they'll answer your phone, every single one of them. I mean, I don't know Rick Stonecipher too awful well, but from what I do know, is super nice guy. Leon Anderson, if you haven't talked to him, he's probably one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
He's sharp as a tack too. He's a good asset for the breed.
Definitely. And then Rainey Mason, I believe he's going to be the new vice president coming up after Mike.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's fairly new. He's from Illinois, which, I mean, we're going to have to, we got to look at the bigger picture. We need more sales and more states. And there's going to be some sales that are on top of each other. But, back in the 80s, they had 3-4 sales every weekend. And now it's, one a weekend. And then, if God forbid there's 2 sales, then you're going to have somebody upset at somebody. So
I can remember back when I was a kid going with Dad places. I mean, you look at the Beefmaster Cowman and on the events page, you couldn't even, now we can see all the sales for 1 year. Used to, they couldn't fit, but maybe 5 or 6 months worth of sales on there because they were 3 or 4 or 5 sales every weekend, So
yeah, we need to get back to that.
We need to get back to that. Yeah.
Yeah. We need more sales, more opportunities to people to, I would recommend everyone call Clay Howe. Everybody should call Clay, before 7 o'clock in the morning. He's an early riser.
Yep.
And he likes early phone calls, and he's very busy. So you need to call him before 6 and then after 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he likes to chat about 1 a.m. Yeah. Text him. If you need his number, I'll gladly send you his number.
I think we can just put it out.
Yeah, we can just put it out. Yeah, no, Clay's got a great sense of humor. Chris Chick, I mean, you just have, there we go. We got it right there. In order to be in a committee, are you required to go to the board meeting in person, or you could be there through online? You can be there online. And most of the committees, they have phone calls throughout the year, 2-3 phone calls prior to the summer meeting. And then all that's online. And then the summer meeting, I like to show my face. We were in the middle of hay, so it's a bad time of the year getting away for summer. It's never a good time of the year. And to be honest, I mean, October, we're in the middle of calving. I'm pretty sure you guys are calving in October, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a bad time of the year. But
when do y'all like to calve out over there? Because I've gotten so many different answers. It's not even fun.
Well, it depends. Like, our commercial breeders, the majority of them are going to calve in January to March, and then somewhere around October through the 1st of December. I like to calve, earlier in the fall. I like September a little bit better, into August, and then our spring calving will start somewhere around middle of February to first part of April, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
there's no perfect time of the year. I mean, you never know. But when you think about commercial guys, I guess base herds here, that January through March is a pretty good time. It's cold and
the market. I mean, the good thing about having those fall calves is that there's a limited market. I seem to do better on my fall calves in the spring.
If I could make it work without having fall
just calves. Even in the commercial business, I feel like your fall calves tend to
bring more money.
Better. Yeah, I mean, you can sell them off the cow in the springtime, or if you want to retain them, they can be yearlings coming into the fall, So
yeah,
I just think the fall calves do so much worse.
Oh, the fall calves.
Well, it's hard on.
It's not even close.
The quality of the fall calves is definitely less, but they are more profitable.
I recommend to folks in my area, from an extension standpoint, if you've got the capacity for the nutrition, fall calving is good. If you don't, and you can't put up good hay, you need to stick to the spring, because you can have a train wreck the fall cabin without the nutrition.
See, you know,
You got to supplement the fall calves.
Yeah.
God kind of throws you a bone with spring cabin because everything's going your way. Everything's
Yeah,
going.
man. It's spring is there's always difficulties, but spring,
You know, with your
you
fall
have that
calvers, everything's gonna come that first like cold day. You're gonna get some random cold day in October, and that's when they're gonna hit the ground. Or
We don't get cold in October.
or you're like us, and you have a 100-degree day in October.
Yeah, we've been 95 degrees on Christmas, so you know, and it changes from year to year.
I've had
We've been 80 degrees in February, and
I remember 100.
we've been 20 degrees.
I remember 100 degrees.
That's how we are down here too.
Yeah, yeah.
Typically, typically the advantage of fall calving here in September, October, or even up in the end of August is just it's typically dry. You're not dealing with mud. It's a good time.
Yeah, Florida, if I'm not mistaken, most of the guys that we talk to and sell bulls to, they like calving December, January, February.
Yeah,
is when they prefer. But I mean, as we all know, it doesn't always go to plan.
January's consistent. December and February, it can get real interesting.
January is always nice. February is a wild card, and then March is pretty solid. I mean, you might get some cooler mornings, but it's pretty solid there. But we'll move on to the committees. So advertising and public relations, I think, is it's made up of let's see, Matt May, Denise Magaha. I don't know her. McGahee. How is that McGahee? There's no E in it.
I'm just telling you, it's McGahee.
McGahee. Oh, I don't know Denise. Marilyn Teague, up in OHOA. You look at these people. It's really wide variety of different entities. Because I mean, potentially Beefmaster is what 6 different breeds within a breed.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
And kind of before we move forward with, if you want to go through them, I always remember, so the committee works a lot on these action items, and then they bring them forward to the board to discuss and vote on if there's an action item there. So to me, the board does make, say, a vote, but the real true work happens in these committees as far as the ideas and the promotion of things. So remember that if you really want to make the difference, and I know there's always this, a voice isn't heard or things like that, but that's where the work's being done is on the committees.
Yeah, and then like the president, which is Trey right now, he'll task the committee chairs with issues or ideas, and then basically that committee chair takes it to the committee, and then they build off of that. That's how the committees work and everything else like that. So we got Alyssa, and I've been on some committees Alyssa's been a part of, and this has been a really good opportunity. Advertising and public relations should be that's a top priority. And then we got a lot of people on there. You got some BOF people, you got show guys in there, Josh Morrison, more show people. And then you got, of course, the JBBA adult, which I think Allison Wells is
Allison's the chair.
She's the chair she's been there a long time. I think Daryl Glasher, he was the chair for a while.
So Daryl and Casey were co-chairs for 5 ever.
Yeah.
And then they stepped down. Now it's Allison, but
yeah. And Allison's really easy, but I don't think JBBA has any drama right now. Like,
be very careful with the words you speak, because you're going to speak it into existence. This is
say it 3 times like Beetlejuice.
This is the week, and we're going to try to have a really fun junior nationals.
Oh yeah, we let's take that time to talk about the junior program. So we have product of the junior show right here. Jared, did you do any JBBA stuff, or
no? I never really did any JBBA stuff.
But you have to help show people being the ag extension agent.
Yeah, I put on show beef shows lamb shows, goat shows all the time. So.
Oh yeah. So you stayed busy with that, and
Yeah, sir.
I was on the JBBA adult committee. I don't know, 10 years ago.
During the paint thing.
He
shows up to junior nationals.
Yeah, I showed up to junior nationals, and that was that was
an interesting junior nationals. We had the Paint Lives Matter shirts.
Oh yeah.
No way.
I will bring you one, David.
Oh yeah, that's just what I need.
We have t-shirts that say Paint Lives Matter.
Paint Lives Matter. That was that was an interesting thing. And you got to remember, these people they're normal people. This is not their main job, and they are discussing on what they feel is best. But I think the delivery that was kind of botched. But you know what? It is what it is. We're gonna move past it, and I think we kind of put the fire out a little bit. I haven't seen too many people too upset anymore, so it was rightfully so. But we need to move on, and we need to make some shirts, make Beefmaster great again.
There you go.
Yeah, I think, and then have the WHR symbol right below it. There we go.
Bylaws committee.
Bylaws
Mackey.
committee.
It's Mac. Yeah, that's. I don't know if there's a more perfect person to be the bylaws committee chair than Mackey. Very up his alley.
That committee gets to have all the fun.
Yes, we do.
Can we recirculate the video of Mike explaining the color mandate?
No, we cannot.
That was priceless. I mean, I know that. I don't know if you got to see that, Jared, but
I did. I remember.
I pulled that.
For the record, though, I wasn't on the board at that time, but I could see how it was. I'm learning how kind of something that they went through as being on board member, because the phone's been hot, that's for sure. But it's been good though. I feel like taking the time to talk with folks and hearing their viewpoint has been good for me too. So
and maybe that's something that advertising and public relations can work on, is maybe just keeping your members better informed. But I mean, it was in the Cowman. It was the Cowman twice about whole herd reporting, and then where else was it? It was in the pay weight, and then they talked about it on Beefmaster banner also. So it wasn't like it was done in secret.
No, but it goes to show just how
it's difficult to reach everybody. It really is. I mean, you think of ways to do things. It's just like with me doing classes that we call around here Master Beef, or something be similar, like short course is kind of similar. You talk to people and it's tough. I mean, you feel like you've really put it out there, and then just like the Saturday after the meeting, I've had, I don't know how many phone calls I had. It was like, well, what's whole herd reporting? And you're sitting there, some days you just want to bash your head against the wall saying, well, I feel like I put it out there, but they still don't hear it. And that's fine. It's just, it takes a lot of effort to really reach everybody.
Absolutely. Now, this is kind of a cool association for those that haven't paid attention to anything going on, but the Florida Cattlemen's Association is probably one of the best ran associations that I've ever, just paid attention to. I mean, they really keep their members informed. And now, David, do they send out a lot of emails for the Florida Cattlemen's, or is it a lot of phone calls? Or I know they have. Are you not too involved with the Florida Cattlemen's?
Yeah, I'm not. I couldn't tell you much. You probably know more than I do.
Yeah, it's they got a pretty cool association. They got a lot of things going, and they have to fight off the neighborhoods. So everywhere you go, there's a neighborhood popping up in Florida,
which doesn't make sense because it seems like they'd be really hard to build, like really hard. Like the planning it takes to turn swamp into houses.
No, they're real good at it down here.
No, they got it down.
You'll drive by, and then a month later, you'll drive by again and be like, man, there was cows out there a month ago, and now there's houses. They're pretty quick at doing it down here.
Where are they getting the material from to build it up?
Most of the wood probably comes out of Georgia, I would imagine, but
no, like
the dirt. They usually can take the dirt on the same property, and they just move it around. them lower spots, they'll dig a little lower and then put it on the higher spots and build it up.
You ever notice there's always a pond around a subdivision in Florida?
Oh yeah.
They dig it out, and that's what they use probably. Yeah. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Well,
yeah, I mean, you got to have them retention ponds because otherwise, they're building all these houses and there's nowhere for the water to go. So they got to have those retention ponds. They dig it out, and they put the water in the retention ponds.
Yeah, Florida's super flat.
But what's the elevation?
Like
what's the elevation of the entire state?
Probably 20 foot above sea level, maybe.
I mean, there's actually a ridge that goes through the middle of Florida that gets pretty high. Like if you look up Sugarloaf Mountain, over there in Claremont, there's a ridge that runs through the middle of Florida. So, I wouldn't say all of Florida's flat.
What's the median? What's the median
elevation?
Elevation.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
We're getting off subject big time. This is the ADD elevation of Florida. But yeah, we're 98 feet. Oh, I was way off.
What's the highest elevation?
That is the highest.
No, is it?
Yeah.
That's the highest?
I don't think
what is that, like Sugarloaf Mountain or something?
Highest elevation. 345. Highest night, Britton Hill by Lakewood. Real flat as hell.
It is the lowest high point of any U.S. state.
All right, let's move on to bylaws. We got commercial marketing. Commercial marketing is ran by Clay Howell.
Go ahead and call him. Congratulate him on doing such a good job chairing the commercial marketing committee.
Absolutely. Call him and bother him. But, I mean, it's made up of mostly, you got Mike Moss, me, Neil Jansen. Is that your kissing cousin?
No, I don't. Neil and I have not been able to figure out how exactly we are related.
Yeah, Jake Burkhardt, Gary Lindsay, Gary Frenzel, Greg Hendricks, Bill Pendergrass, Randy Mason, Mark Wells. So, I mean, you got some show people in there. Mark, would you consider him show? I mean, he's married to show.
Mark sells liquid feed.
Yeah, positive feed. He's very.
I mean, I think
I would say I think he's a cowman. He's a cowman.
I think he's just qualified.
Yeah, qualified. John Bowman, Rodney Green, Mike Cater. I don't know Mike Cater.
Need to change that.
He's in Northeast Texas. He runs a pretty good size commercial operation with some purebred Beefmasters. He got some good cattle, and he knows the commercial side of things.
Yeah, is commercial marketing committee doing anything this year? There's some cool discussions going on right now with. Of course, I always bring up the rebranding the E6 program, but that never goes anywhere. But we're
going to start getting you some shirts that say BMX.
BMX. I mean, even you look at all the commercial guys like Clay Nahavitz. We're going to have him on here pretty. Guess what he calls them? Beefmaster Cross. Nobody calls them E6s. But commercial marketing, they got some. There's some discussions on. So there's a feedlot being made it's a packing plant in North Texas, or no, it's Central Texas. Yeah, Central Texas. That is, they want to feed Beefmaster steers, but they are kind of striking out on coming up with steers because they want to do about 1,000 a month, and they don't want to pay premium. But it is a deal with that Bill is working out. So. What committee did the WHR thing come out of? That would have been breed improvement.
Breed improvement.
So
we met on that. We discussed this whole deal we met every month, I think maybe for 5 or 6 months. So this wasn't taken lightly. This was really discussed by that whole group right there and went back and forth on it. It wasn't done willy-nilly. We talked it out.
And you have some show people on there: Derek Thompson, Lorenzo, Josh Morrison, James Skelton, I mean, I would look at the herd size, and there's not very. I mean, there's not really any big I mean, Clark's got to be what 150, 125 head. He's not that big of an operation. I'd say probably the biggest is probably Lorenzo. Uh, but Lorenzo's got a sale coming up here pretty quick. But breed improvement. Now you got Steve Emmons on there. You got Chris Chick, Jimmy Chastain. Jimmy Chastain is up there in Missouri, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, he's involved. He's came down, and he probably has something to say about it. But I think it's a really good move.
How do we have 25 people that want to be on here for an hour and a half?
21 members. Yeah, 21 members. Lauren Lissy, Steve Emmons, Jim Colvin, John Colburn, Charlie Bradbury, Greg Booth, Larry Ellis. Is that Laddie or Larry?
That's Laddie. So his name is Larry, but we call him Laddie. Everybody's called him Laddie. He's been called Laddie longer than I've been alive.
I've always called him Laddie. So, I mean, it's Casey Ballard. There's just a lot of people. And Jared, how big is your? If you don't mind me asking, I know it's in Texas. It's rude to ask how many cows you run, but
yeah. Well, ever since last weekend, I've had a lot of people ask me that, but. Me and Dad run ours together. Well, we've got two separate BBU numbers, but we run our cattle together. But we got about 40 head.
Yeah, that's a respectable size operation that keeps you busy, and you have a full-time job. There's nobody on this committee, for the exception Derek Thompson and Lorenzo Lassiter, Bill Pendergrass, Lauren Lissy, Steve Emmons. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 out of 21 members that make their entire living off of cattle. The rest of them, this is this is just their. I don't want to say hobby, but this is their side gig. They have other jobs other than that.
And one interesting take, Charlie Bradbury, he's on there too, and he's got an interesting perspective because he works with JBS and that's in the packing industry, and he brings a unique
Charlie Bradbury
perspectives for that. And I mean, his input's been valuable, especially as a board member too, giving us an idea about what's going on in that industry. I mean, at the end of the day, that's who buys our cattle. I mean, everybody's that's in the commercial industry. So we got, I mean, he brings a good perspective. I mean, there's a lot of good, well-rounded folks on that committee that are in the business, even though sometimes, like myself, it's our hobby, but we're in the industry and know what's going on and pushing it forward.
So Jared, I don't think hobby is the right word for anybody, because
hobby to me is like an FU, basically. Like, so I'm not a serious breeder. So I think the hobby thing is just kind of, and I don't want to be considered a hobby breed because at 0.5%, it kind of looks that way.
I mean, I don't want to get off topic, but I mean, when you're sitting on the board and you're looking at what the industry looks at you and says, that's what the industry says. When you're 0.5 part of the market share, you're a hobby, you're a novelty, and we've got to change that. And I think this is one way to start pushing that forward.
And then Josh pointed out they had 6 meetings in roughly 7 or so hours total in deciding on WHR. And then Greg Swan said meeting for 4 or 5 months. How many times did anyone join this live broadcast and discuss what was being discussed in that committee or any other media, Beefmaster banner or anything? It was on the Beefmaster banner.
If everything,
it was in the Cowman twice. There's an email about it. What else was there?
If everything that was discussed in every committee was made available to everyone, the committees could not do their job. And
we don't want the other breeds knowing what we're doing. Like it's like the ins and outs. Like we need to, not everything needs to be public or made on Facebook or anything like that. But Greg, if we're gonna have anything come up that might upset you, I'll be sure to call you and let you know. We can go take a trip and we'll buy lunch.
We've got a meeting about the right from the ranch sale. We got to get on that.
Oh yeah, we got big things. Would you say side hustle, emphasis on the hustle part? Everybody's got a side hustle. I feed cattle. I make 100% of my living off of cattle. I mean, you can't see it, but we're in a cattle storage.
Connex shipping container.
Yeah, with a bunch of toolboxes, needles, lube, brands. I mean, you name it, it's in here. If it's having to do with cattle, they got ultrasound machines. And then we have our preventative screw worm treatment stuff that we got going, which I don't know how. Are you guys still talking about that in the Carolinas?
Well, we're up here where we're at. We're just kind of being patient and just telling everybody to keep an eye out.
Everything is not this controversial. I don't. Is it really controversial? It's just it's more paperwork end of it, and I guess there's a lot of people that were upset about it, and maybe BBU does need to do better at that, and we'll have to bring that up in the which committee would that fall under? I mean, that's kind of advertising and public relations, breed improvement, long range planning. I mean, it hits a lot of stuff, because I really do think this will benefit our breed to get a little recognition. The EPDs, that I think the EPDs, it'll help some of the EPDs on the whole herd reporting, and then on top of that, to me, it's the budget is everything. The advertising budget. I mean, they have $200,000 that they're going to invest into selling the breed, and I mean that is huge. And
yeah, from a board member's perspective, and I'll say it from what I was thinking that week we were there. I talked to several folks before we went down to the meeting, and the number one thing that I've gotten either from people telling me or folks that even express it on Facebook or their dissatisfaction is they want BBU to advertise more and do this PR and public relations. But, in the years past, especially when I first come on the board, money, we were in the red. So we did have to do some cutting, and cutting happened into the advertising budget. I mean, as an association, our first priority is to do the herd book, do all the, bring all that record keeping in, and it costs a certain amount of money to do that. As the breed grows or we have excess capital, that's when we invest into that'd be number two. That'd be investing into the advertising, the PR, the things like that. And it was really difficult to do that because the breed is not growing at that point. That's when we upped the fees to get us back in the black. Once we did that, now's the time to start pushing. We got a little bit of nest egg there. We're making some changes. We're adding that commercial marketing director. There's some things that go along with that I think is going to be big. I mean, if you think about it, that guy, he's got percentages of things he's got to do because part of that money is coming from beef. But his main goal is going to be to get in a truck or a plane or wherever, how he's going to get there. And he's going to go to these big ranches that are commercial cattlemen, and he's going to bring his case to these folks and say, hey, you need a Beefmaster bull. This is what we can do for you. And that's something we haven't had in a long time, and I think that's going to be big. And then also bringing in the new ad person to help Hannah. Hannah is just one person, but she got all these great ideas. She just needs a little help to do the daily tasks to help really expand that. I really think we're going to see lots of changes and good things going forward.
All right. So Carl had a comment. The biggest issue is not the WHR; it's doubling the price of calf registration and telling us we can see EPDs or scan data on our kind of one-sided deal there. They're not. If you get your cattle scanned, you still receive the data. It just won't. There just is not a place on the sheet that'll just show up. If it's pedigree only, it's just going to show pedigree, date of birth, and then that's it, I believe.
Yeah, that's it. So if everything's still going to be running in the background as far as EPDs go. I mean, you just not being in whole herd as it sets, you're not going to see that. Now this, this proposal implementation deal is mimicking pretty much what the Hereford does. So this
different.
So if you're in the Hereford business, if you're in the Hereford deal, it's the same thing. So like if you're not in a whole herd, all you see is a pedigree. So we kind of mimic that because they've had really good success with this implementation when they did that.
Yeah, I think it was Red Angus. They lost 1/3 of their membership when they went to the mandatory whole herd reporting.
So like, just think about that for a minute. If you're in the Red Angus breed, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse or nothing like that. But if you're in the Red Angus business, you either in whole herd or whatever they call their whole herd, total herd, or you don't play.
Yeah, so
Gelby's the same way. Most of the other breeds, well, there's things we got to think about as a breed. We have the other breeds. Let's say our competition, things like that. They have a super high adoption rate of total herd, whole herd, whatever you want to call it. These breeds are at 80%, 90% that are optional. They have that many people in there enlisted in this deal doing it. And then we've got obviously the ones that are mandatory, they're doing it or they're not, And then you take like Brangus, I think they've swapped to whole herd, so they have to have it in there. Look how big of a push they've made. I mean, there's things that help those breeds market their cattle,
They're black for one.
Oh, that's why Brangus is pushing really well. I mean, think about it. If you want an eared animal and you need black, I mean, black Beefmasters are kind of hard to get. But anyway, with that said, here's my thought, and this is the main reason why I voted for the measure, is we want to hang our hat on becoming the maternal breed. We tell everybody that. We've been telling everybody that for years. But yet when we sit and look at it, and when all this has come around, we only have around 10% of our members-ish in whole herd. And all these other breeds are way. So, I mean, so what I'm saying is if we can't, I mean, that's the basic of the future. As far as, if I say the future, this has started, 10, 12 years ago when everybody started shifting this whole herd deal. And that's one thing I want to do when I get off this deal. I've got an article wrote, and Dr. Troy Rowan here in Tennessee, he wrote it with some help with others. And it really gives the basis of why a whole herd is the maternal reason you have that, is for the guardrails of your EPDs, right? Because at that point, if you're in it, you have to report whether you had a calf or not. And I know other people can say, well, I put all my data in, I did all this stuff. And that's great. We want you to do that. But I'm just saying, without those guardrails, it makes it a little bit more difficult for, say, a university to take that data and move it into a study. Does that make sense?
That does.
No, because
so, like, let's say
it's
it's because it is a rule that you have to abide by, right? Because if you don't if you don't up your inventory every year, those cows they show that they didn't have a calf. So whether you forget to or don't, but so like the maternal study that's going on, I was talking with Dr. Rowan about it. So like when he does that for the data to be used, he can't filter through, let's say I'm not in whole herd, even though I turned in all my data, he can't filter through that. He has to have the guardrails do that. So he's going
to have the whole picture.
All of my data or not, he's going to have to throw it out. So, and then, so if we've got, say, 50% of our cattle is in whole herd as far as the Beefmaster breed, which I think somewhere around that ish, or that's where the registrations are coming from. So and that maternal study, only 50%, if that's the true number, is only even put into that study to show the industry.
All right.
We may have a lot of good cattle outside of that whole herd, but it's not getting accounted for.
All right. So we got some negative comments. They're not negative, but so doubling the price, what are we getting for the money? You're getting advertising. And if you do whole herd reporting, which we all should just, I think we should be happy to do it.
Can I play devil's advocate for 1 second?
Please.
If everybody adopts whole herd reporting, which on the basis that it's cheaper in the long run,
they made it
for
cheaper.
Everybody. It's cheaper in the long run for everybody. If you've got 5 cows, you can make it make sense, right? How is the breed going to spend more money if that's the cheaper route to go for every producer?
Because you know what you can budget off of. So say we have 10,000 cows in the inventory or 20,000 cows in the inventory, you can base your budget knowing that you're going to get that times 25.
Yeah, I guess here's the way I look at it from a budget standpoint. Benson or Janet Bennett, if you got 20 cows and you're in whole herd, I'm expecting that amount of money from you, right? Whatever that is, $500 or whatever. But if you got 20 cows and you say, I may register 3 calves this year, or I may register 10, that's the way it's built is you pay your membership fee, and then to make it fair to everybody, registrations is how a row association, I guess in a way, that's how they're going to get money in by herd size, right? It's not fair to just go ahead and say, well, the membership fee is going to be whatever, whether you got 1 cow or 10. That's how this thing works.
No, I understand that.
I get that. I'm just saying that's how we make it, because that's the thing. If you've got 100 cows and you're bringing in 10 registrations, it's hard to budget that way. So,
and then Carl, other than running off a huge percentage of Beefmaster members, that's going to raise expenses more for the remaining ones. I haven't talked to anybody that's just going to leave because of this. I mean, everybody, the delivery was terrible. We can all agree, or you can disagree with it, but I think the delivery was it could have been critiqued a little bit, but you guys don't know what's going to happen until the end of the committee meetings, and then you don't want what happened to the color mandate, because that meeting wasn't even closed yet, and then that was all over social media and it blew up and it made us look like a bunch of idiots. But it was funny to me.
Well, because
it was pretty poorly done.
There may or may not have been a lawyer on retainer before the committee meeting was over.
Yeah, but I don't think we're going to lose a huge percentage. I think everybody's just we know the value that Beefmaster cattle holds for the commercial cattle industry. This is the cattle industry, because you forget we're breeding, we're servicing the commercial cattle industry. That's what the idea behind seed stock is. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. Not produce the pedigreed heifer that does this or does that, but we are servicing the commercial cattle industry.
On the basis of the money part, and I don't want to go back to the money, but the way I've been whole herd, and the way I see that, and the system that we have now, if you register somewhere around 50% and transfer 30%, that's kind of where it washes. And the new system is going to be different, obviously, because the price changes. But here's where I think this is where the genetic progress happens. And this is what we need as a breed to happen. I think, this is a personal opinion, is we have to push our genetics forward. And this is what I've seen in my own herd, with my 40, 50 cows or whatever. Me and Dad kind of implemented the deal once we went to whole herd, is if that cow didn't make a marketable calf, and I don't mean marketable as in just selling a calf, I'm talking about marketable as a purebred animal, whether that's a heifer, bull. If she don't do it in 3 years, I'm pulling her out of my inventory. I might keep the cow as a commercial cow, but she's coming out of my inventory, because in my mind, if we want more consistency in our animals, they need to be bringing a marketable calf more regular than once every 3 years or 5 years or whatever.
And
I think what it's going to do over a period of time is, and people, and they're giving all these examples where it doesn't pay out because I'm only registering this many calves, and I get that. I mean, that makes sense. The math is really easy to follow. The more calves you register, the more calves you transfer, the more whole herd helps. But for me, I started dropping those cows off because I didn't want to pay $25 a year for them if they're not making me a marketable purebred calf that I can get a premium for. And I think over time, we're going to see a lot of breeders do this. And what happens when you take out the lower end quality off the bottom? They move away and you focus more on the top end. And I think that's where we're going to see over the 5-10 year period is it's going to push the genetics forward in our breed. And that's where we're going to see the advantage of more people being in whole herd is because they're going to think like this. And whether they, I think that's going to push us. And I just see it happening, and that's what I'm hoping for.
I think, and I see, I've heard this also. I already paid $25 for the cow. I'm just going to keep the calf because I already paid $25 for it. I mean, I've heard that, but Carl.
Well, and here's the thing: we were kind of thinking about it. I've talked to folks about it, and this is the way I kind of look at it too. I mean, we're selling. Who knows what we'll be selling for next year or the next, but we've been selling $2,400-$2,500 steers, guys. Probably going to be $2,000 next year at least still. The way I look at it is if you want to keep that cow in your herd book and you think she might have you a good registrable calf the next year and you want to take a chance on it, I mean, when you sell that calf and it brings $2,000, let's say if it weighs 500 pounds, that inventory fee, $25, that's a nickel a pound. We're selling them for $4 a pound, guys. I mean, I know an expense is an expense, but that's kind of the way I look at it.
It is true they are doing away with P numbers. P numbers are a waste of time anyways. So
how that's going to work is when you're in whole herd, as soon as you put her in the calf in the system, it's going to have a C number because the registration's free, the transfer's free, right? So how does it negates the reason needing the P number?
Can I ask another question?
Sure.
How does that work with DNA?
So at that point, when it goes in, the animals, if it's an AI sire or ET calf, it's on hold, just like a P number. And then once you get that in and verifies, then it takes.
It eliminates a lot of room for error because you got a P number. You write down this P number.
No,
you're changing.
I agree. I'm just. And then, can I ask Jared's opinion on a wild statement that's off topic? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Bring it home.
If we have to DNA all of our AI and ET calves, what is the point of an AI certificate?
Well, that's a loaded question. Well, I'll say this. The reason we have to DNA those calves is because it kind of cuts out some of the mess that's happened in the past, right?
And I'm for DNA.
Yeah.
Against the certificates.
See,
yeah,
but
I get that.
If I'm selling semen and I sell you 5 straws of semen and then you produce 50 calves off of it,
yes.
How is that protecting the guy? I spent $50,000 on this bull, and then
I don't know. I wasn't really in any type of leadership role at the time they changed that. But what was happening was, because I can remember my dad, when we used to do a lot of ET work. So we would flush a bull and then you might get 20 calves. Well, at the time, you only needed one certificate per flush, right? So that one straw, you may do 2 or 3 straws conventional flushing, but I'm just saying that certificate would have covered those 20 calves. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the guy selling the semen kind of in a way was a little bit losing out on that.
But I'd rather the semen be. I'd rather every straw be $1,000 a unit than be able to go back and pay.
Well, I mean, here's what I tell folks is this: you're either going to pay the high dollars for the semen, or you can pay the little bit less, or they can price it less. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're gonna pay one way or the other. I think
for
the high end stuff, you're gonna pay one way or the other.
To me, it's just annoying. Because some folks, hey, I've got to get calves registered. Because we've got validations and this, that, and the other, and I'm waiting on certs.
Yeah, no, I get it's a little frustrating deal. I can understand it. I'm in the same.
We got some comments to answer. So Roger Goldman says, if only 10% of our breed is in WHR, then maybe the members don't want whole herd reporting. So why change it if the majority doesn't want it? So Just put it into the perspective that we have. So,
I guess the argument.
So say I have 100 cows, which we're right around that. So I'm paying $2,500 a year. I weigh every calf, or not everyone, but we try to weigh every calf. We do the wean weights mandatory. And we do all this extra work for someone that's not in whole herd reporting, not putting in all the entire story. That is, marketing. Oh, look at these EPDs, and they're not in whole herd reporting. They're not reporting everything. But meanwhile, I'm doing all the grunt work to create the EPDs. I mean, the EPDs can only be created because of that 10% of the breed. So we're doing all this grunt work, and then you're reaping the benefits to it from a different point of view.
Yes, but our accuracy is
my accuracy is great within my herd.
That's the other thing is, my opinion is, give them the EPD, give them all an accuracy of 0 if they're outside of whole herd reporting.
And then Carl, we'd love to do WHR, but don't have the time. You sit at a computer, you got time right now, and then the scan day, there's no mandatory scanning anything, and then.
Just to clarify, as it sits right now, the only thing that you have to do in whole herd right now is you have to do your inventory. That's one. You have to record a birth date on the calf, or whether she did not, and a calving ease, which would be 1 if it's unassisted or if you pulled it or whatever. That's all you're required to do within the way it sits now. That's whole herd.
And which, in my opinion, was half measures, and that what kind of, on my end, it kind of aggravates me. And leave the wean weights in. Like, let's get the make it mandatory.
Yeah, we did discuss that.
Yeah,
and
I don't like the half measures.
Yeah. So, but like I said, we discussed that, and we thought in the beginning this may be the easiest way to push.
What was the argument? What was the argument against the wean weight?
You don't want to do too much too soon.
Well, I think that's kind of the consensus of it. We sat there in the breed improvement committee and voted on that, as far as whether to add it or not. I think with the transition, we decided to take it out because there's still folks out there that don't have scales or things like that. I don't have scales. So, I guess what my reasoning behind it is
Mikey's.
Yeah. We got to remember the biggest advantage of the whole herd thing is on the maternal side, right?
Give your good mama
intervals, the stability, the things like that. So I think this is, and that is the deal. I agree with y'all. Do need to come in. It's just that we need to get to this point first, right?
Are your donors that maybe don't calve every year because?
So from a research standpoint, say like for a maternal study, for like what we're doing right now with UT, the donor dams are also thrown out of the data set for that. Because she doesn't have a normal calving season, right? If you're flushing her and doing all that.
And then
you have recips, different crappy recips, good recips.
Explain how whole herd works for a guy who owns 3 donor cows and 200 recips.
So how it's going to work for that is you will have your 3 cows. You pay $25 for those 3 cows.
$75. Right?
Yeah. So every ET calf you have, you will pay $25 for them. That you
and then the transfer's free.
Transfer's free. It's the same. It's the same way, more or less. It'll be really nice for the ET guys. You don't pay the extra for the ET or anything like that. It's $25.
This was actually brought up also was the transfer date. Like it's free up to 30 months. Does that need to be extended? It was who brought that up? Who brought that up?
Why are we transferring an animal after 30 months?
Well, I think the reason why the 30 months is for free transfer up to 30 months is typically things get a little more difficult once they start having calves and you got all that. I think that's a good time frame because most animals are transferred before the 30.
If you're going to sell a pair,
Sell cows, pairs, and stuff, but I mean,
if you're going to sell a pair, it should be within 30 months.
What about animals that are owned by multiple people?
That might be a Lance question.
That sounds like
that's a computer programming deal. I'm not real sure, honestly.
There's a lot of animals that are multiple owners.
Yeah. If I have a cow who doesn't produce well with my bulls, so I take her off my herd buck, then I change bulls and she knocks it out of the park. What are my options on that calf? You can call BBU and then
fill out a paper registration, I guess.
Yeah, they can. I'm sure they can bring the cow back from the dead, but I mean, you remove her from your herd book, and then you might have to pay a penalty or something like that. But we just want to know that we're getting the whole picture. Like, we want to know that cow is not crossing well with that bull. You know, that you want the whole picture. You join WHR, and then this is I think I talked to Mike Moss. Mike Moss said that there were 6,000 cows added to WHR over the past 2 weeks. So we're heading in the right direction. So that percentage and everything else is moving up. And
okay. Yeah. Michael, I'm sorry I left Unicorn's picture out of the set. My bad.
Ambridge would put a picture of the donor and the sale cow. She's
I'm personally attacked.
Yeah, no, you need to tighten up.
My bad. It's not like you can't go to my Facebook and see 50 pictures of Unicorn at any given day. No, and I can mess with Michael because that's my buddy, but
I guess I don't need this anymore. But that's basically, I mean, all these discussions happen in private, and we don't necessarily want other breeds knowing what we got going. So airing your dirty laundry out and having these discussions. If you feel like you're left out of the loop, join a committee, because I'm on 2 different committees, and I don't feel like I'm out of the loop. If I have any questions, I pick up the phone. I call Jared or Josh or Clark or any of the guys. They'll all answer the phone, especially Clay Howell. And you got to wait till like 10 o'clock to call him, though.
So, Hey, Randy, why not?
Not everyone sells their animals in the first 30 months. Why are you holding on to them that long?
What about the juniors as far as whole herd reporting? Jared, anything? Do you know? Because we don't know.
Oh, they can join whole herd, obviously. If they've only got 1 or 2 and don't want to, they got a paper.
Yeah, $25 or $50.
So just if they've got 4 cows, just send the $100 in and call it a day.
Be done. And
honestly, to me, that'd be more simple.
Yeah, and then whole herd reporting, there's no mandatory scan. There's nothing mandatory. All you have to do is put the birth date in there, which, I mean, the whole basis is to report that cow, whether she had that calf or not, and that's going to start shoring up our true calving intervals and all these things. It's been aired out, but we discussed it too. I mean, there was something around 40,000 cows that's active in our system. That's having.
There ain't 40,000 Beefmaster cows active.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there 40,000 cows on there that's over like 15 years old. They ain't had calves in several years. I mean, we got to clean that up somehow.
All right, Diane had a question. Why wouldn't you sell good cows after 30 months? They're not. They're pairs at that point. I mean, but you. I mean, you already registered a calf for her. And then
if she lives at my house past 12 months, she's here forever.
Yeah, or sell a good bull that you've kept too many heifers from to keep using.
Well, at that point,
you pay.
At that point, you just pay your money.
Yeah, this is not a lifetime membership for $25.
If you're selling your good bull anywhere but the sale barn, if you're selling them with papers, you should probably be getting enough of a premium to pay a registration fee.
It may only be 10% of the breeders in WHR, but I bet the animals are in the 50% range. Dale, I actually think it's more like 60% of the cows are owned by the 10% of the breeders, in WHR. I mean, I think that's more.
It's
more realistic.
I don't know the exact number. They were kind of talking about it, but yeah, that's real close. Between 50 and 60%. So I mean, you need to think. I mean, that's something to think about. I mean, you know, I know only 10% of the members are in whole herd, but there's a lot of cows already in there. You know, so we're trying to grab the rest of the breed in there and get this thing going.
Well,
yeah, and then over a couple of years, we don't know what it's going to do. We don't know if they're gonna if eventually it's gonna be cheaper for whole herd reporting. I heard 55.
Well, you look at other breeds, you know, that are bringing in these 80, 90,000 registered, or even, I mean, I ain't going to compare to the Angus, but, you know, I think they may be like 300,000. It's a lot. But I think the more we move forward and grow this thing, I mean, we can at least say, you know, we voted to make it stay at $25 for the next 3 years. So you know that. So as we grow, it may be where as inflation grows too, we get to stay at $25 for a long time. I mean, who knows? But the more cattle we have in our inventory that are paying, that's how we grow this, how we keep the association stable, and we can keep doing more advertising and things like that. But at the end of the day, regardless of all this we've done, I know we've talked about the association and everything else. My number one, I've told everybody this that I've talked to over the last week and a half that I've talked to about this. It's still up to us as the breeders and the members to grow cattle and sell and market cattle that meet the industry standard. That's how we're going to grow our market share. The association can only do so things. They can set the guidelines and they can advertise. At the end of the day, it's still up to us to grow our own market share with the right kind of animals that the industry wants.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're coming up on 2 hours, and
we broke 2 hours.
Yeah, we broke 2 hours. 2 hours and 1 minute.
David, is your wife mad?
The kids kept coming out. She's putting them to bed, and they wanted me in there putting them to bed. That's why I kept leaving and coming back.
It's 11 o'clock.
I stay up till probably 1 in the morning, and they usually go to bed with me. But she's trying to put them down early because they're trying to come out here and play. And I'm like, keep them inside. We're trying to talk out here.
You've been a tractor for sure.
How does this impact the EPDs of our older breeding stock? It creates more accuracy. You get more data. You get the whole picture. Like, it'll do nothing but improve the EPDs, the accuracy of our EPDs, everything.
So when does this update?
What update?
Like, can I pull up EPDs on?
It's not till June of 27, right?
Yeah. So this is going to affect June 1st, 27. So go ahead, and if you're going to make this change, go ahead and start thinking about it, you know. And we moved it back to June. That way, in a production standpoint, most people already have their spring calves born and maybe have already pre-checked their fall cows. So if you got unwanted inventory, you'll be able to knock it off your inventory by then too. So.
Yeah, and then Carl, we hold less than 1% of the bull market compared to Angus. That's not compared to Angus; it's the entire industry. 58%. I would have thought we should have invested more in advertising to non-Beefmaster cattle ranches. That's the target market that Hannah's trying to attack. She's able to, pick the interests and everything else, and she can tell you more about it. But she can pick the interests of people that she can target special interests. So Hannah,
that's the number one goal of the new commercial marketing director when he gets or he or she gets on staff, is that's where they're going to be, is hammering commercial marketing. I mean, they're going to be hitting the roads and getting after it.
Yeah.
Well, Jared, David, we appreciate y'all
definitely
a whole lot. The 30 folks that hung out with us for 2 hours.
That's what I did most of the time, just hang out with y'all.
Yeah.
I was enjoying listening.
Well, I appreciate y'all inviting me on here, and I definitely know how it is for what you do. It's a lot of work, and I really it's a little different being on this side of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, you and Josh paved the way for the podcast business for Beefmaster. I mean, it's a lot of time, a lot of effort.
Y'all do it every week.
No, every day. It feels like every day is Sunday. So
yeah, it gets around quick.
It does, and it's every Sunday at 7:00. And I'll talk to Bennett at 5:00, and he says, "Well, it's Sunday again."
It's Sunday.
But y'all are doing a really good job. I'm kudos to y'all. Y'all are keeping it interesting, and I like the live aspect of it and everything. That way you can answer people's questions. I think that's more engaging for folks. And then
it's nerve-wracking because it can go south.
Yeah,
I can see that. And not to just to take a moment, on my way back from College Station the other day, me and Clark and Justin, and then we listened to some of the old podcasts or whatever, and not to advertise or anything, but man, there's a wealth of information stored on that YouTube page. We did it for 4 years and talked to lots of breeders that have insight. If you're ever bored, I mean, we listened to a couple of them. I was thinking, it's been a long time since I've listened to it, I guess. And I got to thinking to myself, I was like, man, this is really good, as far as what some of the breeders were saying on there and stuff. And
it's none of the stuff has changed. It's just it
can be recycled. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can absolutely be recycled. And then that's on the Beefmaster banner Spotify. They have the Spotify page.
Yeah.
And then you guys have a YouTube page. And we can share that in a link and stuff. There's a lot of good information on
YouTube. And like Hannah's going to keep it going for BB. We handed it over to them, so they're going to keep it going too. And there's check them out too. But anyway, definitely be here every Sunday night for the live feed, and it's been fun.
Definitely. Well, you guys have a great evening. Thank you again, David and Jared. And we'll see you next Sunday, if not sooner. We're doing JBBA National stuff or anything.
Are we going live Tuesday night?
We might be going live Tuesday for JBBA National. Just kind of, maybe Bennett can walk the pens and do something like that. They're going to make a big push on the banner. That's what I'm talking about. And we're going to have Lance on here pretty soon. And, this is...
Did Lance say that he was coming?
Yeah, Lance is going to come. So this is not a competition between Beefmaster banner. We need more people to see Beefmaster in a positive light. More Beefmaster, the better.
The Beefmaster banter is a very professional, organized production.
They got their stuff together.
This is literally BS with Benny and Mikey.
That's what BS. It's
Beefmaster stuff.
Yeah.
So you get what you pay for.
Well, y'all are doing, but y'all are doing a really good job because it gets everything up to date right then and there, and you get the feedback. I really enjoy it. So
we appreciate that. Well, you guys have a great evening, and we'll see you next week or maybe sooner.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. All right. Thank you.
See y'all.